I'm assuming those were like tofu noodles or something. I don't know, but I was holding in a laugh because they just looked like silly little creatures. I don't know, but greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and the new update just came out involving flat tofu cookie with a tricky tofu mask as a pet. There's a new super epic costume also available called the Superb Sorcerer. Return of the True Dragon just got updated with a new random breakout challenge thingy, and we have to experience it all now. I'm excited because, update just came out. I recorded a few videos before this, and I'm happy with how they came out. But now, the new update is here, so we have to talk about the new things. As I mentioned here, look at this. You have the flat tofu cookie being released along with the pet, as I mentioned. You have Return of the True Dragon Part 2 now available to obtain, or play through. There's a new super epic costume for flat tofu cookie being Superb Sorcerer, who, I don't know if anyone ever uses the word superb anymore, but beats me. There's also a new jelly set based around flat tofu cookie, and that's basically about it. I'm not even joking. Those 4 things are the only thing that they add. I'm not sure if they did any updates. They did the Long-End Guardian. They had my Long-End Guardian boss video, and someone got Ananas Dragon Cookie's new costume. I guarantee you they got it through luck, unlike me, who just purchased it. And the other 2 cookies, like Meat Flat Tofu Cookie, who just came out. And any sort of notices for title event, Return of the Dragon Last 2, special costume draw, special jelly shape draw, buddy event friendship missions, new returning players max up event, breakout, trophy race, balance adjustments and bug fixes, and also known issues. And increased Rainbow Bird Jelly score? Oh. Okay, well that's unique. Unique. And also for events, what did they introduce? They got a new set of daily gifts for Flat Tofu Cookie. Amazing. Is that about it? There's Trophy Survival, obviously. This stuff, breakout missions. There's Cookie Mastery. And there's a Treasure Mastery mission and Meet the Treasure event for the Rainbow Bear Roll Cake. Is that why in the little notification it said something like rainbow point adjustments? Because if we see here all the way down here, it says increased Rainbow Bird Jelly score. So Rainbow Bird Jelly's got a buff? That's what I think is happening. I don't know, but it just come. The update just came out. I'm excited. So if we go over to cookies, right? A cookie got. Would it be got? Would it be? No. Technically, it would be back in rewards, right? Because then cookies and pets. Bam. And we could actually get both for absolutely free because we got a free cookie ticket and a free pet ticket. So let's go ahead and do this. Bam. I'm a sorcerer of the White Stock tribe. What spells do you need? Pretty good. And of course, for some reason, I got boiled back down to 4,497 out of the 4,901. So I'm going to need a lot more of these gems, but yikes. But there, we also got the Tricky Tofu Mask, which that's basically all we need. And I'm pretty sure we have the Rainbow Bird Jelly Roll Cake already maxed out. So, what I usually tend to do in these videos is I basically go ahead and I'm just like, well, guess what? Oh, by the way, new update thing, which we're going to be talking about that soon. But when the new update comes out, I always tend to talk about the, the new cookies trial, and I have to experience it. And luckily, we don't have to do a time trial for once, which I'm, blessed. But still. We have to go ahead and go through this, and we still have to wear the Crimson Dragon Mask, which I do luckily have at level 6. It's so close to being at level 7, but it's a struggle. But anyway, we gotta go ahead and talk about this cookie, because we've only seen bits and pieces of this cookie from the last update, and the recent one with Starch Noodle being released, and this is finally our chance to play as him. So, of course, before we start on, yeah, here's a package thing, you want to buy it? Pleb it, there you go. Now, also, what's the high rank for this? This just came out. Level 11 with a level 5 pet. So basically just max out everything. Okay, great. Well, with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about the story of this cookie before let me just get a first drink. Ooh, gotta freshen up my throat for this one. New update time, baby. Alright, I didn't mean to play. I'm out of it. Let's quit. The highest score. Try to get your score even higher. Man, no doubt about that. Anyway, let's move on to talking about the actual cookie just so we can get a move on with this. Here's the story of Flat Tofu Cookie. Flat Tofu Cookie dances by the sacred boiling hot Stock Spring Lake in the dark of night, scrying for the future fortune of his tribe. The thoroughly dried flat tofu mixed within his dough helps keep his mind light, distanced from any cookie troubles. This very same dough warns of any bad omens by becoming rough at the slightest sign of trouble. Flat Tofu Cookie is still unsure of his own abilities, having just been assigned to his position as sorcerer of the Stock tribe. However, the healing spells he casts on the tribe cookies and the charms of blessings he casts upon freshly hatched banana dinosaurs show his true potential as a great sorcerer. That's actually pretty adorable. He cares for both the cookies and also cares for the baby dinosaurs, which is kind of sweet if you ask me. What stuff do you say? I made this charm for the tribe. Keep it with you. Oh, so make charms, that's nice. Confidence here is more important than your inherent magical power. So you gotta believe in yourself. Okay, and then I want to do better, but it never works out. How the pleb can you say, hey, confidence is like the best thing to have, but then you're just like, oh, I try, but nothing really works out. You need to have confidence in your own self. Anyway, your skill, according to this, it says, flies into the air at regular intervals using the power of the flat tofu staff. Capture the tofu spirits flying at various heights and bring them along with you. After capturing all the spirits, gather them to create a cleanse them with the flat tofu staff to create flat tofu jellies. Level up for more captured tofu spirit points, spirit cleansing points, and points for flat tofu jellies. That's a lot to keep track of, but luckily it's nothing that a few crystals can't buff you up with, which I'm probably going to just make you at level 4. That's a pretty decent rate. Now, of course, we're going to talk about your associated pet, which is the Tricky Tofu Mask, which it says here, according to this little fella's story, Flat Tofu Kiki is said to have personally carved and made Tricky Tofu Mask. It loves surprising the Kikis of the stock village, popping up out of nowhere with a playful expression. However, when bad luck hits the village, it instantly stops joking around and devours the evil energy. It wants to protect the village Kikis, who always laugh off of its mischievous pranks. Who always laugh off its mischievous pranks. Okay. Sorry, but that was just confusing for me for a moment. But they don't give much energy, so no wonder the pet must be so low level for the high scores. But according to the skill, the pet flies forward at regular intervals to make a face to scare upcoming obstacles. It holds its scary face for a set period of time, scaring all obstacles within range so much they topple over and you gain flat tofu destruction points. Level up for more prank points. So it sets a scary face for obstacles that they just fall over. Imagine scaring a rock so bad that it just does a flip. Could you imagine that? Now, okay, here's what I tend to... Actually, there's one more thing that I want to talk about, and it's the associated treasure for this cookie, that being the red dragon... Yeah, the crimson dragon mask, where it says, according to this, which is only associated with flat tofu cookie, because you'd think it would be associated with starch noodle because it came out with the same updated her. No. But according to the story of this mask, it says, forged into the image of the fabled dragon, behold the crimson dragon mask. Its formidable countenance strikes fear into the hearts of darkness, banishing malevolent energies with a mere glance. Like, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before, but I would love a mask like that in real life. And according to the skill, it says, the Crimson Dragon Mask summons totem poles at certain intervals. The impact from the falling poles destroys nearby obstacles. And when the Crimson Dragon Mask completes the totem poles, totem jellies burst out. Level up for more points for totem jellies. Okay, sounds fair enough. So, let's finally go ahead and get going. Dang it, I gotta go ahead and crack this open, because apparently I did one of these. I forgot when I did. But, after this, there. Finally, let's go ahead and get going and running with this new Kiki's trial and see how you work. And of course, how I usually do this is I run once without the magic candy and then once with the magic candy, just so I can show you, you know, the big difference between them. All right, let's go ahead and get started on this. Confidence is more important than your inherent magical power. Of course it is. Okay, so we float. Look at that scary face. Look at that. Okay, so it just kind of, do they just casually, okay, I don't think we need to inherently fly super close, but just close enough where they just come alongside with us. Okay, so that's a decent amount. You just kind of gotta fly in range with the ghosts. Okay, so we're jumping a bunch of, jumping above a bunch of totem poles right now. And look at those obstacles just fall. It's just, how did I miss that? I'm curious. I don't know, but whatever the case is, I definitely should, like, run more, just like an OvenBreak, just so I can get my, like, gem game back going up, because I gotta go ahead and do a lot more cookie upgrading if I ever want to get to the high ranks, and all this upgrading gets taken away by the fact that, like, I don't know, some cookie that I haven't ever played with needs to get upgraded for this specific event in general, but I don't know. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna record a few videos, probably one focusing on the new, there's something I gotta say, by the way. Anyway, first of all, probably focusing on, the cookie mastery mission with, you know, flat tofu. I also want to try and make that video for starch noodle cookie diamond rank and rainbow rank, because they're at a high level now, because I recently released the cookie mastery, which I also want to make a video starting on flat tofu's cookie mastery, but I do want to make it through the story too, which is going to take a few videos to do. But also, oh, there was a big bird jelly right there, and I just didn't care. The thing is, like, I have the rainbow roll cake, but it doesn't seem like there's many rainbow bird jellies to be around. Maybe it's what I'm predicting. By the way, this update's already been out for 45 minutes. So, I know this sounds like a crazy theory, but I'm predicting that somehow people have already made it through the entire story, and they're trying to get stuff done in hard mode, where they get big buffs, and one of them involves getting a bunch of rainbow bird jellies, and that's why this rainbow roll cake got buffed. Well, I mean, the treasure didn't get buffed, but points for rainbow bird jellies got increased, as mentioned. Which I think those small, interesting details about little update statuses are helpful, just to read out, just so you know, okay, so maybe this is where we should focus on in regards to, like, meta. So, like, we definitely got to focus on, like, getting rainbow jellies, like, during, like, this level or during this time. I'm not sure, but our skill does activate once more, which is actually pretty proper. We did run, like, a proper far distance, but all we managed to get was silver, which this makes me hope that, wait, there's a giant turtle! Look at that, there's a giant turtle! Sheesh. Just gotta collect all those real quick. Alright, I am out. We did make it to gold 3, which is actually pretty impressive, but of course, that's not all we're gonna just run and do willy-nilly. We have to go ahead and upgrade that magic candy, see how much further we can get, which I'm gonna go ahead and crank out some of your levels by just, Bada and, 6. I'd say that's a good place just to not go any further, but let's go ahead and create your magic candy, which, since I have so much magic powder, I have no idea what to do with them. We're actually gonna go ahead and buy 50. 40 is all it takes to get the magic 15 to get the magic candy, but you have to get 40 just to get all the pieces to max it out. But 50 just so I can have 10 extra pieces, so I can go ahead and feed it to him if I ever need to max up the friendship. There we go, which, that looks just like a straight-up tribal candy. Like, seriously, look at that. It just even has a little tribal headband. And I also gotta apply that special blessing, which I know the special blessings do not apply to cookie trials. However, this is still useful if I ever need to use it during, like, trophy race. If I ever need to use it during a, the new game mode, even though it's literally just part 2 to the game mode. It is bear jellies. In general, yes, actually. That's amazing. Okay, now according to the skill of the magic candy, it states, skill activation calls forth a superior tofu spirit, cleanse the powerful tofu spirit to create a superior flat tofu jellies. Or to create superior flat tofu jellies. The stronger the enchanted power, the more points for superior flat tofu jellies. Okay, so it calls forth a bigger tofu spirit, and you just gotta go ahead and calm it down. Oh, I gotta shake these up. Give me something big. Silver? Okay, it's just silver, but it's still 3 pet potions. Okay, can't really complain too much about that. It says I have one more left, unless, maybe I did one earlier before. I don't know, I just wanted to check, but whatever, let's go ahead and do a run. And, yeah, there's other videos I want to make too, but, I gotta be honest. Oh, yeah, there's the thing that I wanted to tell you beforehand, but, oh, those are the superior ones. Let me just see how the skill works with the 2 superior ones, because we might get a big boost in points. Maybe. Oh, I think that's 85 million just in, sheesh. And we barely got many jellies after that. Are you kidding me? Okay. Well, anyway, as I was mentioning to you, there's a video that, it's one, you know how I usually sometimes make the videos where it's like, oh, the Meet the Treasure events. Where sometimes I make videos like those. However, recently I actually didn't do one. Maybe I can upload it at a later date. However, there's actually a few that I never uploaded. But the most recent one, which was a Meet the Treasure event about the Red Dragon Mask, I'm pretty sure. I nearly did not upload that. And the reason being is because how that video works is like, oh, well, I never got really the chance to record it. So, I'll just do my daily check-ins, and then that'll be that. However, when there was like 2 days left in the update, maybe even like 1 day left, I was like, well, I have like only 2 days left. Well, I could probably like get this done. I have like 80 out of 100 friendship points. It shouldn't be that hard. Oh, let me tell you, guild season was over, and you couldn't run until the results were calculated. So I was stuck. I literally couldn't do anything to get points. And the thing is, I completed the event without even having to run once in Guild Run. But I thought it was a necessity for me to actually run because, well, imagine me doing a video based around, you know, a guild mission and not even running in the guild. That's like making a sandwich and there's no bread. Are you kidding me? But there was a bit of hope. The only way how I could get those points is I needed to establish a friendly match. But here's the thing. The only way that you can set up a friendly match is that you can't just let, like, random people just join in. You have to invite other random people. Like, physically go back and invite them. And let me tell you, pressing the X button to close out the actual friendly match and pressing the minimize button is so stupid. Because, like, whenever I think, like, oh, okay, I'll just click the X button just to close out of it to move on. No, when you do that, it shuts off the entirety of your friendly run, so you have to keep on searching again by opening it again. When you press minimize, it searches in the background, but just what's the point? I just do not get it. If I'm gonna go ahead and close that off anyway, is there any point, really? I don't know, it's just a small rant, but we did manage to get Emerald 2, which is way better than what we got before. I mean, Gold 3, Emerald 2. I mean, not much of a difference, but I know with just enough cookie upgrading, this should be possible. But no wonder that this needs it. In fact, people did it with a level 4 pet. Sheesh, I wonder if I could be the I wonder if I could ever, like, level it down. But then again, people always also have the mask set at level 7. So that may be an issue too. But whatever the case is, I'm just going to go ahead and play without this. I'm going to play in this new update a lot, make a lot of videos for it, and we'll be all set from there. So with that being said, if you enjoy the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my Kick Your Run content. And if you enjoy my content in general, then why not subscribe, and also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. Also, down below in the description, you'll see links to all of my social media, including a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I can get a Kick Your Run new 2 staff for absolutely free. There's a link to my Discord server called the Hypenese Hub. There's a link to my merchandise where you can buy stuff to represent the channel. And lastly, there's a link to my Ko-fi where for just $1 a month, you can see exclusive content that you wouldn't normally see in this normal YouTube channel. But above all else, I will see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese.